So a couple episodes ago, we talked about the Subaru electric vehicle called the Solterra. You might remember. And they were doing it together with Toyota.
Yeah.
So now they're kind of they're closer to a reveal. On Toyota's website, it still says that it's just a concept. So like the photos we're going to show, don't take that as anything real. Yeah. It's still concept. It might not actually look like that. And the numbers we're talking about as well in terms of range and motors and all that stuff, still a concept. So it might not be real. So the Solterra being unveiled in 2 days at the LA Auto Show. Here we go. So there's a Car and Driver article. I couldn't find anything too specific on Toyota's website.
Yeah.
They only say that concept vehicle with all-wheel drive, but the new photos that they released are shown.
Okay.
So I found a Car and Driver article with no date attached to it, so take that with a grain of salt too. So they say front-wheel drive model, single motor, 201 horsepower. Not bad. And there's also an all-wheel drive model that's dual motor with 215 horsepower.
Okay.
This is kind of mid-range, around 230 miles or 370 kilometers of range with the front-wheel drive, and around 200 miles or 320 kilometers of range on the all-wheel drive. So you see like a little bit of a hit because of the second motor, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's estimated at around $37,000 US. You can see some of the photos. I don't really like it.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's nothing like...
The interior is just kind of... It's really... I don't know. I don't like the interior at all.
I don't know. I don't mind it.
And if you remember, the photos we showed before had a yoke steering wheel just like the Tesla. This one has a normal one. I guess they changed their mind.
They just... I was trying to think of a joke really quick, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Yeah. So that's super interesting. I kind of wanted them to go with the yoke, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the most functional though. Like when you just try and like go to, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And then.
I've heard kind of good things about the Tesla one.
Okay.
That eventually you'll just learn how to use it.
Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of just the same. It just takes a while.
I mean, to be fair, like even I think most people after they start like once they get their license, I don't think most people stay like this all the time and hand over hand. Like, so it's fair. Like you get used to it and it looks cool. So fair. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably just a little bit like safer with a regular one.
Yeah. Here I included some photos of the Subaru. Sorry, that's a really small photo, but they're pretty much the same. Even the interior is the same. Like look at this, the shape of the steering wheel, the screen is the same. Like even this middle is the same.
Thing. Yeah. It's basically the same.
So again, it's kind of mid-range.
Right.
Pretty much anything from Tesla goes further on a charge.
Yeah.
But it's also like $20,000 more.
Yeah.
So I'll go into some stuff that it competes with. The Volkswagen ID.4 starts at a little more expensive at like 45 grand US, estimated 400 kilometers of range. So you're paying like an extra $7,000 and you get 100 kilometers of range almost more. And they also have an all-wheel drive model available.
Right.
And the Hyundai Kona electric starts at almost the same price, just maybe $5 more than the Volkswagen.
Whoa.
With an estimated 415 kilometers of range. So 15 kilometers more than the Volkswagen.
For $5?
Yeah.
What a steal.
But I can't really find anything about an all-wheel drive model of the Hyundai Kona electric. So it's, I believe, front-wheel drive, if I'm not wrong.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Judging off the photos, which one? The Toyota or these two?
They look like they're very similar
They are.
shapes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I personally like the Volkswagen on the outside,
Okay.
but the interior, I think the Hyundai's better, mainly because Volkswagen is going to like all their glossy touchscreen buttons on the interior, which sucks. It's so bad.
Good to know. Good to know.
The interior of the Hyundai is much more like reasonable, like a normal car.
Okay.
Normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could take the outside of the Volkswagen and throw the interior of the Hyundai in, that's perfect.
And of course that like nice blue
Oh, yeah, that too.
has to be
blue.
Has to be hyper blue.
Hyper blue
Like
specifically.
the Subaru.
Yeah.
I should be a rapper. Bars.
Yeah.